Hello everyone, I'm PJ with Princess Craft RV, and this is the SportTrek Touring Edition 302 VRB model. It is by Venture RV, 33 feet long, weighs 7,600 pounds, and this is a great couples trailer. It is packed with all kinds of cool things like a king-size bed, 2 big slides. It has 2 fireplaces and plug-ins if you want to add a washer and dryer. All kinds of great features in there, loaded with luxury. Now, keep in mind, this is the trailer I'm showing you. It is a 2022 model, but things can change, so be sure to check the details if you're shopping for this trailer. All right, let's get started. The 302 VRB, it's designed for couples and luxury. A lot of great storage in here as well. And I'm going to start right here at the entrance showing that. To the right, there's a closet set up for hanging coats. Perfect for when you walk in the door, right? Now this could be used for anything if you want to put shelves in it, of course. And up above, hidden behind the cabinet door, is going to be the controller for the solar panel. This does have the optional 190 solar panel on the roof, so that's going to give you lots of power if you're not plugged in at the campsite. Next to that, a really slick push-button control panel. On the left, you're going to be able to select the slide or the awning with the in-out switch, all controlled with just 2 switches. How sweet is that? By the way, when these slide outs are in, it takes up all the floor space, so there is no room to walk past it. Now you can, of course, access the bed, but you can't walk around it. Now, let's get back to this panel. Main lights, porch light, the awning light, of course, and there is a cap light on this too, a beautiful blue cap light. I'll show you that just a little later. And the water heater is electric and gas, and the water pump right there. Now, if you want to see how much water is in your tanks, again, just push this top button and it's going to tell you all of your tanks at one time. A really nice monitor panel on this guy, and all hidden behind that cabinet. On the other side of the entry door is another shelf cabinet right here. Shelf cabinet? I don't know what to call it. But at the top, there's 2 USBs, 2 110 plug-ins. You could keep your keys here, charge your phone, whatever you need. Keep all that stuff off this beautiful counter when you walk in the door. That's really a great design. Down below, I want to show you this cabinet opens as well. So you've got another space right here, just as you walk in the door. I think that's perfect. A matching cabinet on the other side could be used as a pantry or just more storage right here. 4 shelves. They're about 6 inches deep with a lip on the front, so great for all kinds of things. On top, a full open cabinet there. Great start for storage, right? All right. Part of this coach, you have a nice dining table for 4. It's really designed for 2 people in here, but you might have guests over. It's good to have some extra space. Chairs that are moving around, set it up however it works for you. Next to that, my favorite. Not only is this a great place to sit, but it does have a space for your feet to come up, so it kind of reclines. There we go. And these buttons right here have heat, massage, and a USB port for my phone. Does it get better than that? Yeah, I think it does. We have a pull down right here in the center. Another armrest or drinks, and another charging port. Really everything you need right here, and boy is it comfortable. Right across from the 40-inch television and the fireplace. Now the fireplace is also a 4600 BTU furnace, so you can use that to stay warm if that's what you wanted. Did I mention there's more storage? Great cabinet above, about 10 inches deep, so it can store a lot of gear up there. Nice window behind me. Across from the theater seating, we have a 40-inch television, the stereo system, the wonderful fireplace I mentioned below, and guess what? more storage. Cabinets right up top. You'll see there's a blue light on here because several of these cabinets have blue lights in them. Gives it a really nice ambiance in the evening. But this is over 2 feet deep. It's huge. Tons of gear could go up there. And behind the TV, yep, you guessed it, more storage. Take a look at that. Alrighty, we'll put this back here. You do have the cabinets, both sides of the stereo, little cubby in between, and the fireplace underneath. Really nice. Let's move on to the kitchen. The outside of this refrigerator, it has the white cabinetry to match the rest of the kitchen, and that really adds to the upscale feel of this trailer. This is a Furrion 12-volt refrigerator, so it really has a ton of space inside. You know, the 12 volts, they don't have to have the cooling unit on the backside, the venting, all of that, so you get a lot more space, and they're quiet, very efficient. So I love these refrigerators. Don't let that 12 volt scare you. Glass top on this stove. It is a nice 3-burner stove. Now it is a little sticky to pull this up because it has a pressure fit here on the glass top to keep it in place. But once you flip this up, give it a little push, flips back, gets out of your way. Really a great cooking space with a nice oven underneath, lighted dials. Again, nice. Microwave right on the top with a vent fan that's, of course, going to have power and lighting. I love good lighting in the kitchen. That makes all the difference to me. There is a cutting board that they hang on the back wall. You know, not only does it look kind of nice, but very useful. The white countertop adds to the feel of this. Let me show you down here, these cabinets. You've got a tip out. Great for sponges. I mean, those of you may have these at home. So a little bit of a residential feel. And then 3 drawers. If you want to know the best way to set up a kitchen, you've got to have drawers. Great fit there with 3 drawers right on the bottom. But let's talk about this sink. This sink not only has the residential pull-down faucet here. Love that. But this has a large farmhouse sink, and it has the roll-up grid that you see across them, which is nice if you want to dry dishes, use this as countertop, anything. You can also use just half of it to maybe set some things up here to dry and have the other half of the sink open. But let me remove this other half. They just roll off really easily and they can store in the cabinet. But look at this sink. It is 10 inches deep and plenty of space in here. Love that. They really have done a nice job with this kitchen. You know, this isn't a huge trailer, and they have put just enough in this kitchen to make it very workable and very compact. I really like the space over here in the corner. It's not as accessible when you're working in the kitchen, but the coffee pot, the basket of chips, anything else can be right here on the back. You do have a plug right underneath this cabinet for all the appliances that you might want to set right there. Storage up here at the top. Another double shelf right here. And that's a nice size cabinet as well. It's as deep as the microwave, so it's over 1 foot deep. The pantry when you came inside the door, remember that one? That could also be kitchen storage if you needed a little more pantry. All right. I think we've gone through the main cabin here. Can you believe the storage? All right, I won't talk about that anymore. Maybe. Let's head into the bedroom. Great setup there. Heading into the bedroom, I just want to talk about the entrance. I love the way they've built it out with the cabinets. You've got the arch at the top, sliding barn doors. Just a really nice feel as you come into this area. Blue light right at the top. There are also some in the cabinets in there and in here above the seating area, controlled by these switches here. This one is going to control the overhead in the bedroom. So let's come on in, take a look at this setup for storage and your dresser drawers. Storage right in the top of it. Easy access for all those things you might want to drop in. 3 shelves on both sides. And pull-out drawers underneath. Now they're only about 12 inches deep, but great for clothes storage right here. Remember, this second fireplace can also be used as a furnace. Let's keep going. Storage right over here, hanging closets on both sides, and then storage all the way across up here. This is almost 2 feet deep up here, so you can fit a lot of things in those cabinets. It's a little unusual, but they have this nice love seat seating area right here. I know I would use it to put my socks and shoes on, all those kinds of things. Nice window, great reading nook, but there's also storage behind here. So back behind these cabinets is a shelf and then another cubby underneath. Electrical plugs on both sides, both USB and 110. Again, electronics or anything else you'd like to store back here and get plugged in. There's one more thing I like about this area, and that is underneath, if you lift this up, there is just a regular board here for a base, but if you pull it up, you have access into the pass-through storage. Now, I don't know about you, but that might be a great place for maybe some muddy boots or dirty clothes. Let's move over this way. King size bed, and it is a foam mattress. So if you like your Tempur-Pedic at home, you will love the feel of this bed. King size, window in the back, and again, cabinets right up here. The cubby in the middle, again, another great place for plugs, USB, so any electronics that you'd like to place up there. This has got such a great feel in here. I hope that that comes through on the video because this is a very comfortable space. A lot of space underneath the bed right here. If you wanted to leave some shoes under there, or you could put your shoes underneath this cabinet. Lifting up that dresser not only gives it the residential look, but a great place for those shoes to go. Of course, I know you'll want to know, there is great storage under the bed. At the other end of the trailer is the bathroom. Now, how spectacular can it be? I don't know. It's got all the things you would expect. Corner shower with the solid doors that roll. No curtains in here. You do have a nice sink with a beautiful single handle faucet, storage underneath, and a medicine cabinet with storage, electrical plugs on both sides. One thing I think is really nice is that there is a motion sensor light right in here. So when you come in here in the middle of the night, it's going to come on automatically. Brilliant. Switches right here for the lights, but another switch for the power fan in the roof, just like at home. Up here, this is the LevelMate Pro. Now it's an app system on your phone that once you get it set up, it helps you level your trailer. So you can check that out for easy setup. Now, more storage. You've got a nice cabinet with 4 shelves and an open cubby on the top. That's really amazing to fit all that in this space. Then let's take a look behind this door. This secret room, you turn on the light, has 2 hanging bars for hanging clothes, and on this side, a vanity with more storage underneath, a mirror, and of course, the 110 plugs. So this could be a dressing room. It could be simply a storage closet. But if you wanted a washer and dryer, this cabinet can come out, and there are washer and dryer connections in the back. You could put a washer and dryer in this trailer and have all the conveniences of home. Great idea. So much to talk about in this trailer, but before we go outside, I want to mention I'm 5 foot. This is 6'10" in here. Lots of height, ducted AC, the floor heat, just a really comfortable trailer. More great things to see outside, so I'll meet you out there. You're probably familiar with these solid aluminum steps. They are so easy to just fold up and they automatically clip into place. Very easy to put them up and down. Love that feature. There is a bottle opener right by the door. I just like to point that out because it's a little unusual. Gas, electric, water heater right here, 6 gallons, and the furnace vent. But next to that is the cable TV hookup and a 110 plug in case you want to put a television on the outside underneath this 20-foot awning. But look at this kitchen. The Suburban griddle slides out from underneath and just above the refrigerator and the sink. All right here, ready for your next cookout. But if you have a barbecue grill or another propane appliance that you'd like to plug in, there is a second propane port underneath here for you to have 2 propane attachments. The 2 switches on the bottom are for the electric stabilizer jack. These are for the 2 in the rear, and then you have 2 switches like this on the front, for the front ones, of course. And super simple, just push the button, put the jacks down until they touch the bottom and have a little bit of pressure. Good to go. Around the back, ladder to get on the roof, and a hitch in case you wanted to have a tray to carry some extra things back here, maybe a bike rack. And up top, there is pre-wire for a backup camera that can be easily added by your dealer. Now around on the side, of course, all of the utility hookups here, and outside shower right here. I love the clip-on hose, but this one is not just a spray port. It is hot and cold. Up above, you've got another connection for a hose and a valve that's going to change it from city water to filling your tank. Down below, cable and satellite connections, all right here in this nice compartment. You know, Venture RV does such a good job making all of the connections look very compact, very slick on the outside. And down below are the sewer connections. Right here is the connection just underneath that rear slide, and you'll see up above a gray handle and the black handle. There is 32 gallons black tank, 45 gallons fresh tank, and 64 gallons gray tank. Plenty of tank space here. So you've got a gray tank pull over there and another gray tank pull over here. 2 different tanks. All right, on the back side of this compartment is the black tank flush. So that is where you hook up the hose to clean out that black tank. The living room slide is a great place to talk about the frameless windows. Now, frameless windows not only look really good, but because they don't have that clamp ring, they don't work loose over time and let water come in. The other thing, they slide out like an awning, so they're great if it's sprinkling outside and you still want to get your windows open to get some fresh air. Now, coming up in between the slides is your electrical connection here. And in this bedroom slide, more outside storage. It's got a carpeted base, so that's a nice feature for maybe some of the things that you don't want to get scratched up. I also really like the magnetic catch on this and the baggage door latches. Makes it very simple to open and close. Let's keep going forward. Up at the front is the pass-through storage, and there's another door on the other side. I'll show you some gear over there. In the front, ABS cap. This SportTrek Touring cap is just really stylish. I love the look of it, and I love that they have the blue lights at the top. They are controlled by the switches just inside the door, so you can light up the outside of the trailer at night, turn it off right before you go to sleep. 2 30-gallon propane tanks, plenty of propane, electric jack, all of that with the batteries behind. The other side of the pass-through is going to have a light in it. Now that is a motion sensor light. Of course you can set it to come on and off, but the motion sensor is super handy. And there's a light switch right next to it. That is for the light down here on your stabilizer jack, so you can see what you're doing at night when you're setting it up. And of course those front controls right here. I didn't mention 20-foot awning has a beautiful light on it, and with all the features that I've showed you, you could set up a beautiful outdoor living space. I've had so much fun showing you around. I hope you will join us next time when we have another great trailer to show you. I'm PJ with Princess Craft RV, and I'll see you next time.